Let me ask you guys a question. How you like that 410 Zercher deadlift, baby? All right. Reason I did 410 is because I saw recently that our 405 was already done, and I'm not about matching others. Okay? When I put my mind to something, I seek out to destroy those goals, baby, and expand my barriers. Break down my limitations. All right, so anyways, that's why I went for the old 410 pounds, taking it back to third grade music with some Korn. Go. All right, Korn, baby. Radio-friendly Korn. All right, but I'll tell you why I listen to Korn for that. Because it had a good build-up. And if you guys know me, okay, I've been uploading these videos for like 2.5, maybe even going on 3 years now. And a lot of the songs are getting stale for me. Okay, a lot of the stuff I normally listen to, it just doesn't do it for me. I need stuff with a freaking awesome build-up that gets me to like get my breathing down, get moving, and then I got that cue to go. All right, so that's why I had to hit the Korn today. All right, but anyways, really though, the reason I'm making this video is a couple of reasons. First and foremost, I recently did a podcast. All right, and I want to help out. I want to help out my good friend Peter, who did this podcast with me. Peter from the UK. So I want to see, first of all, what is this called? What is this? Let me get the channel. I'm also going to link it below. All right, I'll link it so you guys can check that out. Check out this recent podcast. Come on. Oh, here we go. All right, so the podcast is called Born to Talk, episode 13. Eric Bugenhagen on mentality, blah, blah, blah. Channel is Peter Lee. Peter Lee. All right, so check that out, guys. It's about, let's see, it's over an hour and 30 minutes long. And as Peter mentions in the video, he doesn't want to just talk about strength and conditioning details. He doesn't care about that. He cares about the mindset and the drive to hit those PRs every day, because that's really what it's all about, guys. It's about what is going to inspire you to summon that greater strength and that greater energy, okay? Like, for example, that 410-pound Zercher deadlift that I hit, I was not feeling the workout at all. As I usually tell you guys, I love to work out. I get super motivated every day. Like the first thing when I wake up, it's like, man, I can't wait to work out. It's by far the greatest part of the day. But when you start the workouts, I don't know. It's usually even you get a lot of caffeine in you or whatever. You take a pre-workout or something. If you know what you want to do, you have a goal. You're hitting the same exercise, Bulgarian style training. It just kind of gets stale going through the motions of the warm-up sets. Now, with that being said, the PRs, trying to smash those goals, by no means does that get stale. So, let me tell you something. I originally wanted to hit 405. Ask Peter Lee. He said, Eric, what number are you going for today? I said, Peter, I'm going to go for 405. He said, cheerio, right, animal, beast mode. And I said to myself, I said, but you know what? 365 was so easy. It was such a joke yesterday. Why limit myself to 405? There's already a few 405 Zercher deadlifts online. Or maybe one other. It's just a goofy lift. No one does it because too many people are afraid of Snap City. But let me tell you something. If you know how to brace, you are comfortable with a little bit of lumbar flexion. Okay? But mainly if you know how to brace, you know how to breathe. There's nothing wrong with doing a Zercher deadlift. Because let's look at the facts here, guys. I've done an 880-pound behind-the-back deadlift. And anyone that's done a behind-the-back deadlift knows that you have to have a little bit of rounding in the back. It's just not even possible. It's not possible to do heavy weight with that movement without rounding at your back. Okay? I've also done 800-pound Jefferson deadlift where the bar is directly underneath your hips. So therefore, there's a little bit of rounding as well. So I'm very comfortable with it. So the fact that I'm just going for 410 pounds compared to 880 pounds, am I worried that it's going to snap my back up? Absolutely not. How did I feel today after hitting 365 yesterday, by the way? I felt great. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what, I was a little sore in my mid-back, my spinal erectors, but it wasn't from the Zercher deadlift. It was from me just doing some back extensions, getting things warmed up, just nice and light. 90-pound, 90-degree back extensions. I would do a little bit of flexion and extension, like hyper extensions with them. I would hold it and I would hit some rows, really pulling the plates back into my belly button, basically, to really engage my lats, not so much my rear delts and my traps, since I do that plenty with T-bar rows and dumbbell heavy croc rows and things like that. But anyways, I felt great, guys, and I'm not worried about it at all. Maybe once I'm going for 500 plus pounds, I'll be a little bit worried about the safety of my back, but by the time I get to 500 pounds anyways, I'll have so much experience with this lift that I won't be concerned with it. It's all about practice. Each single one of these lifts is a skill. And the more you practice it, the better you're going to be with that particular skill. You're going to know how things feel, and you're going to know what you're capable of and what you're not capable of. It's really as simple as that. Anyways, let's revolve this all back to Peter and the podcast that I did with him. Okay? So check that out. I'll put the link down below. And then also one more note. I just want to have a big shout out to Alpha Destiny. My boy Alex. This is the second time now. The first time Alex did like a Skype interview. Alex and Phil did a Skype interview with me. Phil also, Fit World Exposed, did a little Q&A with me. If you haven't read that, go check that out. I can link that down below. Also, let me give a shout out to AOA, All Out Athletics. All right, this is a dope sweatshirt. It fits incredibly well, right? It shows off, like it's tight on the arms and the shoulders, pretty tight in the midsection too. It's an awesome sweatshirt. So that's All Out Athletics. My boy Ash gives me free swag. So check out that website as well. I got a Q&A on there. I'll link that down below. But anyways, let's revolve this back to what I'm talking about in the first place. My boy Alex from Alpha Destiny. So much love, man. The second time now that he's given me a really great shout out on his channel. And both times that he has done that, it has helped my channel grow substantially. All right. I got over 1,000 subs from yesterday just from his shout out. And let me tell you something. Remember I did that 5,000 subs special where I ate quarter pound of garlic? My stomach felt like it was full of glass and it was going to melt and I had to go to the hospital. And it didn't really happen. I felt really good after I ate it. Had a terrible stomach ache, but 30 minutes later I felt amazing. So, regardless, I was expecting to have, 6,000 subs about a week or so coming up from now. I was pumped for that. I was thinking, what can I do for a 6,000 sub special? I don't really do that kind of stuff anyways. Listen, guys, this is not a cookie cutter channel. All right? And I want to tell the new subs right now that very rarely do I make like instructional videos, informative videos, okay? My channel is about do as I do, not as I say, really. It's about monkey see, monkey do, okay? I just bust it. And I did not go a single day without hitting a PR, whether it's in one movement or another, whether it's 1 rep, 2 reps, 3 reps, 4 reps, 5 reps, 20 reps, or 30 reps. Because that's my mindset. And that's just how I view that my training must be this way in order for me to maintain my sanity, all right? I'm not going through the motions. I'm done with that training. I'm done with using the same weight. I'm done with doing the same reps. I'm done with it, okay? So no more of that. No mas. So, what am I saying? Don't expect a ton of informative videos. That's not going to happen. Expect a ton of unmatched intensity. You will never see anyone else on YouTube bring what I bring to the table. That's what's unique about me. No one else. I can assure you that. I can guarantee you that. No one else is going to be as intense. No one else is going to keep pushing their limits, hitting new PRs every single day the way that I do. So, hope you guys enjoy it. If you're expecting a ton of informative videos, I hope you're not too disappointed. All right? Other than that, it's really all I got to say. Oh, one more thing. I do want to ask you guys. I did, so this is, of course, was John. Freaking John! He was setting up the stream on Sunday. I think it was Sunday. It was Saturday or Sunday. It's one of those days. And he was telling me, he's like, yeah, man, I'll make it private. We'll test it out. We'll see what happens with it. Because I didn't know what to expect. And listen, I've seen some streams in my day. I've seen some streams, and I've always been really bored to tears, bored on my mind. And I'm like, why do people do this? Why would you put a stream up when you can just upload a video? Short and sweet, intense. You can edit it to make it as intense as you want, whatever. Or you can do a stream that people are going to watch for 5 minutes and they'll be like, yeah, this is stupid. I don't want to watch this. Anyways, that's what I wanted to avoid. So I wanted to get experience with it before I actually decided if I wanted to do it or not. But of course, John set it up and it was live without knowing it. So we rolled with it anyways. But I got to say, John, if you're watching, thanks for setting it up at least, man. At least you're trying to help me out, and that's what's most important. I think John has an Instagram, so you can check that out. It's Runs on Milk. And I think he has a YouTube channel called That Damned Gym. So, he helps me out. So if you guys want to see what he's up to, I mean, basically he does exactly what I do. Because, we train together on the weekend, so he's trying to keep up with me strength-wise. So good luck with that, John. Anyways, just want to ask you guys, what did you guys think of the stream? Obviously, it was over 3 hours. It was very poorly planned because if you know me, all you know is, or you should know that I just do one exercise a day. Bulgarian training, one exercise a day. I'm laser focused in what I want to do. Okay, but because it was a live stream, we figured we should do more with it. And I also kind of made a little extra effort to, I'll show you how I loosen up my hips and how I keep my glutes warm and get my core activated and things like that. I don't normally do that. I will do that type of stuff, but I don't really do it as extensively. Like I was sweating bullets by halfway through the warm-up sets with rows. That may have even negatively impacted my goal for that day. But regardless, did you guys like it? Do you guys want to see more live streams? Kind of what I'm thinking is maybe once a week. And just keep it short and sweet. Basically, one exercise, warm-ups, 2, maybe the PR attempt, and that's it. Or do you guys want to see something else? Just let me know. Obviously, comment down below of what your thoughts are with that. Or is it a waste of time? Like some guys commented like, yeah, this is really boring. That was stupid. Like you should just edit it. Which obviously, looking back at it, like we did over a 3-hour workout. If I edited that video, it probably would have been pretty badass, right? You would have had the croc rows, would go boom, 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 up to the 350 or whatever, and then it would have been right that Atlas replicating row like right there, and then it would have been like the Zerchers, and the video would have been what 2.5, 3 minutes tops, and it would have been super intense. But it would have been a lot of work on my part too, and ultimately I think the live stream is very cool because you guys can engage, and I didn't really talk on that at all. I told John, you better keep him entertained, man. You better keep commenting. I bet he wanted to do that. But I like to focus on my workout. And that's why I'm not really all about it. I always have a goal, and then it's just like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm visualizing how am I going to set up for this? What song am I going to listen to when I go for it? Like, that's all really big in, visualize your success. Visualize yourself smashing your goal. That is a proven way to be successful in sports, in fitness, in business, or whatever it is. In sales, right? You just practice your sales pitch. Like practice, practice, practice. That's the way to go with everything. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. I don't want to get too drawn out. But expect a bigger and better Zercher deadlift tomorrow because that was extremely easy. I told you guys my grand goal right now is 500 pounds with it. I could probably hit it in the next day or so. So expect big things with that. Deuces.